Good evening, everybody. My name is Lovely Parasite. Welcome to a new furry visual novel project called Aego. Lego my Aego. This is a new furry visual novel project that has been recently started. And you can support it on Patreon and you can follow it on Twitter. So links to both of those things are in the description down below. I know nothing about this at all, so we're just gonna jump into it blind, you know? So hopefully this is good. The art looks phenomenal. I already love it. Looks like some otters. So without further ado, let's jump right into this visual novel and let's see exactly if it's good or not. Oh my god. Jesus. That's how you start off your furry visual novel? What in the world? Trying to double cross us, eh? Your usefulness has just run out. Oh. Rest in peace? What? There's the house now. Damn, that walk never gets any shorter. Still, I can't risk driving. They could follow me here and then the kids would never be safe. Man, I forgot how loud all the crickets were way out here. Nothing like the city. The city had different kind of noises. What's up, fuckers? As I close the door behind me, I catch a glimpse of two brown blurs flying into the room. Two talking turds. Hey boys, you're up late. I didn't expect to see you until the morning. Wait a minute, so you're just gonna leave two kids in this cabin? In the woods? Bitch, have you never seen Friday the 13th? Auntie Trina said we could stay up just this one time. Okay. Auntie Trina was there to save the day. Never mind. I'm glad Auntie Trina was there. That would be Tristan, the first of my boys. I've never seen the kid get upset about anything. I really hope he keeps that attitude. I tried to tell him that if we went to bed early, we'd have more time tomorrow, but as usual, he wouldn't listen. And then there's Cooper. Smart as a whip and so talented at everything he does. A prodigy, for sure. Well, it's good to see you both either way. Bring it in. Good old family hugs. Holding the two of them closely, I realized just how much bigger they were since the last time I was here. It must have been almost a year ago by now. I hugged them both tightly and swore to myself that this would be the last time I was gone long enough to notice such a difference. Dad, you're choking me. I can't breathe. I let go, and he giggles and pretends to catch his breath. I give him a stern smile and glance over at Cooper. He gives me a cool grin and shrugs, shaking his head as if apologizing for his brother. T, you're such a kid. We promised to show Dad how grown up we are now so he'll take us with him when he leaves. Tristan gasps and gives him a squinty look. Hey, I just really missed Dad, okay? I promise I'll be more grown up tomorrow. See, Coop? I knew Dad wanted to come to his kids, not his grown-ups. Cooper rolls his eyes, still playing it cool. Almost immediately after his bold statement, Tristan falls into a big yawn. Yawns being as contagious as they are, I glance over to find Cooper rubbing his eyes and yawning as well. Well, it seems like my grown-ups are a bit tired tonight, huh? Where's Katrina? Katrina was a close friend of the family. She'd sacrificed so much to keep an eye out for the kids while I work. Like clockwork, she walks in the room, giving me a warm smile and sighing softly. I told them you'd be home late, but even with Cooper's help, I couldn't convince Tristan. She reaches down and rests a paw on both of their heads. Get the fuck off me, bitch! Either way, welcome back, Grant. It's good to see you. It was good to be back. but it's not good to be black. Oh, what? It was good to see my boys again. If everything works out, I'll finally be able to be there for them, to take care of them. She walks over and gives me a hug.
Get the fuck out of me, bitch.
Katrina, I can't thank you enough for being there for them. She just shakes her head and smiles, walking over to usher the boys into the bathroom. Dad, I know we gotta go to bed soon, but do you think you could tell us a story first? Jesus, how old are you, fucking 4? A story? Nigga, you grown. I look down at their eyes. Even Cooper, peeking his head out of the bathroom with a toothbrush in his mouth, seems excited at the thought. Well, maybe a short one so Katrina doesn't get too mad at me, alright? I thought I saw her ears perk. I'm sure I'll hear it later from her. Just go wash up and I'll be there in a sec, alright? Tristan immediately scrambles and moves to catch up with Cooper in the bathroom. Grant, I'll be waiting out here for you when you're done. I barely nod, feeling so ashamed that my ears droop. Alright, so what do you boys want to hear?
One eternity later.
Both of them take a deep breath and grin at each other before drifting off. I step back into the living area and meet the angry wolf that managed to hold her smile until the boys went to sleep. She somehow speaks to me in a manner that's quiet enough to not wake the boys, but loud enough to make it a point that she's upset with me. Grant, it's been almost a year since you've come home. You're more like a legend to these boys than a father. I sink my head in shame. Darn it. Glancing over at the boys' room, I knew it had been a long time, but I just couldn't come earlier. I couldn't. I was too busy selling drugs. I'd rather them live full lives not knowing their father than die before they had a chance to truly live. Just a little longer, kids. I know. I wish it could be different, but you know how it is. It's not your fault. I don't mean to make it worse. I just can't stand to see those kids grow up without their father. The poor dears. They're great, you know. Pretty soon they're going to be smart enough to figure things out on their own. They're going to start asking questions. You won't be able to hold them back. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, I just want to enjoy my time with my kids. She nods and stares at the ground for a moment. Oh, and here's a clean shirt. It looks like the one you have is stained with shit. I reach out and grab the shirt, taking my nod before glancing over at Katrina, who had a concerned look on her face. It's nothing, just was a rough day before I managed to make it here. She glares at the huge gash on my chest that had bled through, staining my shirt. Thank you for the shirt, Katrina. We can talk more tomorrow. Alright, Grant. Good night. ... So awkward. I step into the familiar room and sink into the bed, falling asleep almost immediately. Holy shit, what the hell? Just take them and go. No, I'm the only one that can handle them. I'll catch up later, I promise. Just go. That same dream again. Mara. After what felt about 10 minutes of sleep, I awake a fraction of a second before Tristan falls on top of me. He grins proudly as my eyes open into the now sunlit room. Cooper was standing at the entrance to the room, almost apologizing with his eyes. I'm sorry, Daddy. I just couldn't wait anymore. You have to come play with us. Come on, T. We gotta let him sleep so he can just give excuses when we beat him. I shoot Cooper a glance and he just smirks at me with his arms crossed. Tristan sticks his tongue out at Cooper and then starts bouncing on top of me. Whoa! Hold up! Bouncing on top of you? My boy! Listen! Chill out! These are kids! It being clear that my moment of respite had passed, I get up and head into the living room. I can smell Katrina cooking in the kitchen. Certainly not something I'm used to smelling in the morning. Ah, Grant, you're just in time. Go wash up and have a seat. I know better than to disobey, so I wash my face and hands in the bathroom and then sit down at the table as instructed. The boys follow shortly after me, clearly already knowing the drill. Katrina brings each of us plates one by one, a perfectly seasoned and cooked trout on top of each. The smell was so good that I feel myself start to drool a little. I'll have to add Katrina's cooking to my list of reasons to come back sooner. Though, when I come back, she'll... Well, what are you waiting for? Dig in! I cooked this with my fucking pussy juice! She doesn't have to tell me twice. I dig into the meal in front of me, savoring every bite. Katrina's cooking really was stupendous. It was all over too fast though. As I stare at the empty plate before me, I think back and wish that I had saved just one last bite. I glance over and the boys seem to be in a similar predicament, sadly gazing at their empty plates. Katrina sits solemnly, cutting a small piece of her fish and eating it delicately. I sigh and gaze at her plate a bit before snapping out of my hypnosis. This is the best meal I've ever had. Katrina doesn't even flinch. Oh, bitch! You said the same thing last time, and no, I don't have any more. You'll have to wait until later. She knew exactly where I was going with that. What a frightening woman. But Dad, I read that the best fish you can get are in Blue Haven. Is this really the best? Katrina shoots him a glare. I'm a bit surprised he didn't turn to stone. Well, maybe so, Coop, but no one cooks like your aunt. She sips her coffee and seems pleased at the comment. I'll protect you, son. Yeah, her cooking really is the best. You're a fast learner, T. Katrina clears her throat. Well, you boys don't have to wait on me. Go on outside and enjoy yourselves. Dad, time for hide and seek. We've been practicing. We'll definitely win this time. Is that so, huh? Well, show me what you got. We rinse off our plates and head outside. Stepping out into the warm sun, I can't help but yawn and stretch. It was beautiful out. Clear skies and a nice breeze, yeah. I hope there's nobody in the forest plotting to kill us. I take a moment to enjoy it before the boys tug me away. Dad, you have to be it first, okay? He looks over at Tristan, who catches his glance and nods at me quickly. Yep, that's right, Daddy. You definitely won't win. What are they up to? They're gonna go behind a tree and suck each other's dicks like in those furry porn comics. Well, alright, boys. I'll count and you go hide. Don't cheat now. It takes forever if you count all the way to 100. I put my face up against a tree, close my eyes, and start counting. 1, 2. I'll be fair and go 3, 4, 5.